Good evening and welcome to Ouachita Men's Basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law. I am Chris Gay, joined by Chase Hartzell, and we are live from the Duke Wells Center on the campus of Henderson State University. Well, if you weren't with us in the women's game broadcast, we'll tell you quickly what happened. It was another Battle of the Ravine thriller, of course, this time at Henderson State. Chase, heartbreaking loss for Ouachita, losing on a Brinley Huggins last-second shot. Just so unfortunate as Ouachita's lost on two game winners in this Battle of the Ravine action this season. But still, it was a fantastic game.
Well, and one thing I was talking about with Blake Smith, who is the play-by-play announcer for Henderson State, is that this team is clutch, but it's not the same player stepping up every time. We've seen Jada Pickens step up into a leadership role in her final season with the program, but tonight it was a combination of Jada Pickens and Tori Gittens. Both of them had 16 points tonight, and then, as you mentioned, Brinley Huggins. Ashley Farrar, the all-time leading scorer for Henderson State in her final Battle of the Ravine ever, was limited to just 1 point. It was truly a team effort tonight for HSU, and in order to pick up the sweep in this edition of Battle of the Ravine, the men are going to have to do more of the same, working as a unit.
Exactly right, and Ouachita is coming in on the season without a single win on the road, and this is not your traditional road game, but we'll see if that has anything to do with it tonight. So let's take a listen to the starting lineups for both teams.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Duke Wells Center on the campus of Henderson State University for tonight's Great American Conference game between the Tigers of Ouachita Baptist and your Henderson State Ready. And now the introduction of tonight's starting lineups, meeting first our visitors, the Tigers of Ouachita Baptist University. Number 0, Marvin Williams Dunn.
Lineups for both the Tigers and the Reddies. Ouachita in the all-white with the purple stripes, as Roland Belton is going to be starting at center for the Tigers. Marvin Williams Dunn will be at the point, MJ Leslie at the 2, Reggie Martin at the 3, and Taryn Williams rounding it out at the 4. For Henderson State, Clarence King will be starting at guard, so will Zion Patterson, Tim McDonald, Malik Davis, and big man from Belgrade, Serbia, Tomislav Miholcic is going to be starting at the 5 for the Reddies, and we are about ready to tip it away with Belton and Miholcic at center court, and Ouachita wins the tip, and here is Williams Dunn, the senior from Auckland, New Zealand. Ouachita moving it around early. Here's Williams Dunn, guarded by Malik Davis, screened by Belton. Leslie looking down low, back to Williams Dunn. Williams gonna pull up from 3, no good. Belton with the offensive rebound. Almost stolen away, Clarence King, good hustle. Belton was trying to find MJ Leslie, who was open for a second on the wing. Or maybe that was Marvin Williams-Dunn, but regardless, King knocks it out of bounds, and it will stay with Ouachita. Williams-Dunn set the throw in. Davis guarding the inbounds. Gets it into Martin. Here's MJ Leslie. Lets the defender go by. Williams, another three in the corner this time. No good. Belton almost with a second chance opportunity, but here come the Reddies. Here is Clarence King. Screened by Miholcic. Going inside. Twisting lefty. Finish is no good, but Miholcic gets us started off with a two inside off the offensive rebound.
And look for Miholcic to be a big factor on the boards in this game. That's something that he likes to do, is he likes to tip the ball up and away to where only he can get it. And that's crucial on the offensive glass.
Well, Henderson has a lot of size. Miholcic, 6'11", the tallest on this Ready team, the tallest on the court at any given time, as Ouachita's only their tallest player will be 6'8", Roland Belton. And now MJ Leslie off the drive. He's going to draw some contact, and he's going to head to the free throw line. And he's potentially going to have the first points of the game for Ouachita.
Sends MJ Leslie on for 2 shots.
Leslie, just a 61% free throw shooter on the season, despite him being an excellent three-point shooter. The transfer from Trinity Valley Community College knocks down his first. Now Ouachita is on the board. See if he can go 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. And yes, he does. Here's Malik Davis. Patterson looking for McDonald. And almost a huge slam by Clarence King, but he can't get it to go. Ouachita has it. Here's Martin driving. Nice job getting around the defense, and Reggie Martin finishes with the left hand. First field goal of the game for the Tigers. Here's Malik Davis, guarded by Leslie. Miholcic with the screen up top. Davis looking for Miholcic to post up. I was actually trying to lob it to him, but here's Leslie, gets the run-out layup. And nice job by MJ Leslie on the pump fake, and he gets on the board with his first field goal.
That was great court awareness by Leslie. Clarence King was closing in, and Leslie waited to just the right moment to go with the pump fake, drew Clarence in with the block attempt, and then put it up once he was out of harm's way.
King turns it right over, a pass right to Reggie Martin, and Martin turns it over. Now Zion Patterson has it, and right back to MJ Leslie, back and forth, multiple turnovers by both teams. Now the Tigers are going to slow it down a little bit. Here's Taryn Williams to Belton. Marvin Williams-Dunn, he's going to take the three from the GAC logo, and he cashes it in. Marvin Williams-Dunn, not known for being a primary scoring option, but he now has his Tiger team up by 7.
Ouachita on a 9-0 run at the moment.
But here's King to Davis. Thought about it. Swings it to Patterson. Patterson's going to shoot the three. No good there. Taryn Williams with the rebound.
Henderson really struggling on first shots from the field in a possession. The only 2 points of the night have been courtesy of the putback from Miholcic.
Marvin Williams-Dunn with his second triple. What are we seeing early from the senior from Auckland, New Zealand? Primarily just known as a passer, but now has a second triple, and Ouachita up 10. Well, we're going to take a timeout here, so stick around for more Tiger basketball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. And welcome back to Tiger basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. It is a 10-point game here with 16:40 left to play at Duke Wells Center on the campus of Henderson State University. Well, Ouachita does have a 10-point lead over the defending home court Reddies as Clarence King has it on the wing, gets it into Miholcic. Posting up Belton, trying to spin baseline, and it's an and one for Tomislav Miholcic inside. A nice bump and contact finish for the big man from Belgrade, Serbia.
Standing at 6'11" and weighing 260 pounds, Miholcic is far and away the tallest and the largest player on the floor. And that time using his body to find his way in. And now he's got the and one opportunity to top it off.
Well, he had a huge performance in their last game against Ouachita, where he went for 22 points on 8 of 12 shooting. Here's Reggie Martin, screened by Belton. He's going to pull up for the mid-range, and it's good. Nice shot around the left elbow by Reggie Martin off the screen. Malik Davis thought about pulling up for the jumper, and Zion Patterson loses it. Here's Martin to MJ Leslie. He's looking for a teammate. In the corner, Marvin Williams done it. Third triple, not going to happen. But here's McDonald to Clarence King up top, guarded by MJ Leslie. Waiting for a screen by Miholcic. He will take it. Into McDonald. McDonald's nice finish inside off the nice pass from Clarence King. And it's a 5-2 run by Henderson in the last just under 2 minutes. There's Marvin Williams done. Being pressed by Malik Davis. Gets it to MJ Leslie. He thought about the three. Now Reggie Martin has it. Belton up top to Williams Dunn. Gets it in to Belton, and he loses it. Here goes Tim McDonald. Patterson has it now. Miholcic up top. Back to McDonald. Malik Davis, guarded tightly by Marvin Williams Dunn. Gets around the screen. McDonald, he's going to shoot the three. No good. Offensive rebound by Zion Patterson. Malik Davis to Patterson. Miholcic posting up the smaller Marvin Williams Dunn, and it's an and one for Tomislav Miholcic, his second and one of this first half. And we have a media timeout on the floor, and Ouachita desperately needs the break. We'll take the break with them. It's a 5-point lead here at the Duke Wells Center, so stick around for more basketball action on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of, they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
It's a 5-point game here at the Duke Wells Center on the campus of Ouachita Baptist, the campus of Henderson State University. This is the first ever men's basketball road broadcast. Technically the second ever broadcast on the road by OSDN. Now we have a 4-point game here. Ouachita leading 14-10 with 14:26. remaining in the first half. Ouachita had a few substitutions. Emory Knox, Tyler Haynes checked in for the Tigers. KJ Stewart, Chase Farmer, and Reese Hipp checked in for the Reddies. Williams Dunn open in the corner, three. That one's short. Martin to Haynes. Finished inside by Tyler Haynes. It's a nice slick feed by Martin under the basket. And now Ouachita's going with the press. They do break it. Ken Lewis, who also just checked in. So almost a completely fresh lineup for the Reddies. Hipp is open in the corner for three. No good. Reggie Martin with the rebound, and he's going to push it up the court. Haynes to Williams Dunn. Williams Dunn, nice jab step to Haynes. Open, mid-range, no good. Rebound by KJ Stewart. Here's Malik Davis, guarded by Emory Knox. Out of Reese Hipp. Stewart to Lewis. Malik Davis, guarded by Knox still. Lewis driving inside, swatted away by Marvin Williams Dunn. He was trying to draw some contact as now Gavin Snyder is going to check in for Ouachita. Williams Dunn will take a seat, and Kobe Dunlap will check in for Reggie Martin.
And Gavin Snyder, his last time out, had a career game. The freshman recorded 19 points. A big reason why the Tigers forced overtime against Northwestern and already making a big play here in Battle of the Ravine.
Well, he gets a steal. Oh, and that one is rejected. Big time by Chase Farmer. Much to the pleasure of the Henderson student section right behind us. But Gavin Snyder got the steal off the inbound. He had 4 steals in that close loss versus the Rangers and his career-high performance. But here's Emory Knox. Last time Ouachita played the Reddies, he had a career night as well. 39 points on 10 straight triples. Knox gets it into Haynes. Haynes, nice finger roll inside. Now Tyler Haynes has 4 on the night. Ouachita still going with the press. Here's Malik Davis. Knox guarding him. Screened by Stewart. He's going to shoot the 3, and it's good. Malik Davis on the board for the first time tonight. Here's Gavin Snyder, guarded by Hipp. Kobe Dunlap to Haynes. Knox on the wing. They're really pressing him hard up top. Kobe Dunlap's going to shoot the 3, and it's good! Kobe Dunlap right off the bench knocks down his first triple of the game.
Dunlap was quick on the trigger that time, and that's what you had to do. The defense was closing in quickly, but Dunlap not feel any pressure at all.
And that's going to be an offensive foul by the Reddies. That's going to be on KJ Stewart. And now we have another media timeout, and we're going to take it as well. 21-13 is your score. Ouachita 21, Henderson State 13. Stick around for more Tiger basketball after this break.
Come on! Go, Diane! Yeah, keep it going! Yeah! Go, honey!
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane! Woo! You got this!
At Taylor King Law, we understand that being injured can be a stressful and overwhelming experience.
And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way.
As your dedicated legal team, we'll stand by your side when you're being ignored.
We'll be on your side to fight for the compensation you deserve.
Don't let the insurance companies intimidate you. Let us go to work for you.
Call us today and let us help you get back on the road to recovery.
On your side, by your side. When you've been injured, we're here for you.
Well, 11:50 left to play in the first half of this Battle of the Ravine action, and this time we are broadcasting from the other side of the ravine. Usually we're at Bill Vining Arena, but of course we are at the Duke Wells Center as Kobe Dunlap's going to take another three-point shot. He had a shot going into the break. That one was no good, though. Here's Chase Farmer. Great defense by Gavin Snyder. Still waiting on the call.
It is Ouachita. Well,
No,
initially they indicated Ouachita basketball, but they're going to say it's staying with Henderson.
Yes, it is, but the score is 21-13 in favor of Ouachita. As Malik Davis set to throw it in. Gets it right in to Patterson. McDonald misses it, and then Patterson gets the second chance bucket to go. Here's Snyder bringing the ball up the court. Martin on the wing. Screen by Haynes, but gets it to Dunlap. Gavin Snyder thought about it for a second. Haynes up top to Emory Knox. Knox going to split the defense, and there will be a foul on the floor. No shot. It's going to be on Malik Davis holding Knox as he was splitting him and Miholcic, who came up to help on the pick and roll. Snyder throwing in, gets it into Knox. Heavily contested by Malik Davis on the corner. Martin up top. Here's Snyder. Snyder to Haynes. Kobe Dunlap gets it to Snyder. Snyder's going to drive it inside, loses it. Miholcic picks it up, and it's a Tiger turnover. He throws it full court to Zion Patterson. Patterson, he's going to take a second to slow down. And good active hands by Emory Knox because Tim McDonald was wide open on the block. And Patterson found him for a second, or excuse me, Malik Davis found him for a second. Well, Reggie Martin's going to check out. Taryn Williams is going to check in. Chase Farmer has it up top. Now Patterson. Farmer, guarded by Dunlap. Looking at the shot clock. Screen by Miholcic. Driving. Swings it to Davis. Pump fake by Davis. And the triple is good. That makes this a three-point game.
That was a beautiful sidestep there by Davis to set up that triple. Able to evade the defender. Clean look. And he makes the most of it.
Here's Snyder. Oh. That was Farmer got smacked hard. Trying to create the turnover. He will be credited for the foul. Pretty unfortunate there. He was trying to fight over Dunlap, who was kind of setting a dead ball screen. Now here's Snyder. To Knox. Here's Williams. To Haynes up top. Snyder looking for a teammate. Dunlap. He's got it. Back to Snyder. 5 on the shot clock. Dunlap's going to take the three. No good. Snyder fighting for the ball, but he doesn't get it. Patterson's got it. And Snyder pokes the ball out, but will commit the foul. And now Zion Patterson's down. But he is getting back up to help with some teammates. Snyder was credited with a reach-in foul there. Now Clarence King is checking in for the Reddies. Chase Farmer is checking out. Going to take a second to mop the floor, but Ouachita with a 3-point lead over the Henderson State Reddies. Scores 21-18 with 9:41 left to play in the first half, and we are back ready. Here's Malik Davis, guarded by Snyder. Up top, screen by Miholcic. King up top. Looking for Patterson. Patterson looking for the big man. Down low. Patterson falls down. Ouachita's calling for a travel, but here's Malik Davis. Out to King. King for three. Shot clock buzzer.
Keep an eye on Zion Patterson. It looked like his leg gave out on him there. That's right leg. That's why he lost control of the ball. He's still favoring it.
Ouachita in a scoring drought here, trying to get it to Taryn Williams. He's going to bounce it out to Snyder, but the pass was off target, and it's going to be a Tiger turnover. As Chase Farmer is going to check back in for Zion Patterson. You can tell he's limping off. Definitely wincing in pain over that right knee, it looks like, or just that right leg. Don't want to speculate anything here, but Malik Davis has the ball up the court. Score is all tied up at 21 with 8:44 left to play in this first half. Clarence King looking for Davis. Davis step back. No good. That one's short. Henderson State does get the second chance opportunity, and they finish. That was Chase Farmer getting his first points of the night. Here's Snyder. Had that big game against the Rangers on Saturday. Is yet to score, though, in this one. Here's Dunlap. To Knox. Swings it to Snyder. To Haynes. To Williams for three. It's good! And the Tigers have retaken the lead by 1, breaking that score drought. Here's King inside, and Haynes with the block. King hits it out, and it's going to stay with the Tigers, as we're going to have another media timeout on the floor, and we'll take it as well. Ouachita 24, Henderson State 23, with 7:57 left to play in the first half. You are tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Is the official coffee house of Ouachita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
I'm Todd Knight, head football coach of the Ouachita Tigers. When you're in Arkadelphia, come down to Main Street and support Java Primo, the biggest Ouachita Tiger fans in town.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
And welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. We have Tiger basketball here at the Duke Wells Center on the campus of Henderson State University. This is the first night ever that Ouachita has done a road broadcast, but it's gone pretty well so far tonight. A very exciting finish earlier tonight, and now the men have it here. And MJ Leslie gets us started right out of the break with a three-pointer off the backboard. Here's King. Davis. I don't think he's taken a break so far in this game. King screened by Miholcic. Now here's Davis on the wing. Ouachita trying to make sure Miholcic does not get the ball in the post. King throwing it up to Miholcic, but excellent job by Williams swatting it away, and now the Tigers have it. Here's Knox. He's going to pull up from three, and it's good! Emory Knox is on the board for the first time tonight, and Chase, if you well remember, Henderson State might have some has been having probably some nightmares ever since their last loss against Ouachita, where Emory Knox had 10 triples.
He finished the night with 39 points, and Chris, that last make is his 11th straight made three against the Reddies.
Well, on the other end, Ouachita has it back. Taryn Williams missed the shot. Tyler Haynes had the second chance opportunity, and they said he traveled.
It was a jump ball called, and Coach Nutt is saying that he thought that there was a foul. He was grabbing him on the arms, but the official said no.
Regardless, it is ready basketball, and Zion Patterson, who had that scary fall on the floor earlier, He is back in the game, and he has the ball. And he loses it. Steal by Knox, going right ahead, and now Emory Knox is going to head to the free throw line. Draw some contact from Malik Davis. That's going to be his second personal. Not a welcome sign for the Reddies from their player that's tied for first on the team in points. But Emory Knox is going to head to the free throw line. Shoots it at 87% on the season and knocks down the first. Rollin Belton is going to check in for Ouachita. Tyler Haynes is going to check out, and Reese Hipp is going to check in for Malik Davis, going to give him a little breather. Knox looking to make it 2 of 2 from the line tonight, and it's not going to happen. Clarence King has it now. Driving full ahead, gets some contact, no call, but he does finish, and Clarence King slow to get up, and he's still down. I think it was after he drew some contact from MJ Leslie, and he had a very awkward fall.
And he's favoring that right knee, which you can tell here is taped up, so evidently some injury history for King with that right knee. Now the medical trainer going to take a look at it.
Yeah, and we are going to stay here as there is a timeout. We're going to take a look at some of the stats so far today. Nobody has entered the double-digit margins for either team, but Ouachita had some trouble at first stopping Tomislav Miholcic down low, but recently they've been able to keep him really from touching the basketball. And I think it's part of they're sending an extra man to help on that double team on Miholcic. We don't typically see that before the guy even catches the ball down on the post, but it seems to be working quite well. As Clarence King's, well, I say he's still down. He's about to be helped up by his teammates and his coach, and he seems to be all right. Will be helped by his coach off the floor just a little bit. He does seem to be walking just fine, but we're about to get everything started back.
And just a little sign of respect between the two teams. You got to remember, Chris, that these two teams, even though they're bitter enemies on the floor right now, these are guys that are friends. You know, they're playing together whenever we're not having great American Conference play here. They might play pickup together. They might just hang out together. Taryn Williams giving a reassuring tap on the head to Clarence King. A sign of respect between two rivals here in Ballard and Ravine.
And we're back. Emory Knox has it guarded by Hipp up top. Ken Lewis checked in as Clarence King checked out. Now here's Knox on the wing. He's going to drive, dishes it. Nice swinging pass by Williams Dunn. He was looking for Taryn Williams, who couldn't knock in the three. Here's Lewis, picked up by Williams Dunn. McDonald back to Lewis. Miholcic up top to Patterson. Hipp, guarded by Leslie, loses his handle, looking for a teammate. Here's Patterson. Only 6 seconds on the shot clock. Patterson's got it. He's going to drive on Knox, and what a block by Taryn Williams, and he's going to force the shot clock violation. Taryn Williams came flying over to help and got a huge block there for Ouachita, leading to a ready turnover. Now KJ Stewart has checked in for the Reddies, and Emory Knox has it for Ouachita. Taryn Williams to Belton. Looking for a teammate to get open. MJ Leslie to Williams down in the corner. Williams trying to post up but can't. Here's Belton to Knox. Knox guarded by Hipp. He's only got 5 seconds on the shot clock, but here's Leslie for three. No good. Reese Hipp with a board. Here's Patterson. Going to slow things down for Henderson. Going to wait for the screen by McDonald. Doesn't really take it. McDonald thought about the three for a second. Back to Patterson. Gets it to Hipp up top. Hipp screen by Stewart. Here's Patterson. Working on Williams. Good defense, though, by the junior. And McDonald trying to squeeze in there for the finish, but can't. Here's Williams Dunn to Knox for three. Oh, it just rattles out. And now Emory Knox is 11 of 12 on the season against the Henderson State Reddies from beyond the arc.
Just about as close as it gets. A rare misfire from Knox against Henderson State this season, but what a streak that was. 11 straight makes from beyond the arc against Ouachita's biggest rival.
Here's Patterson, screen by Stewart. Working on Leslie, turnaround jumper is good from the free throw line. And Patterson breaks the scoring drought for Henderson. Ouachita has a 31-27 lead with 3:36 left to play in this first half. Here's Knox to Leslie. Williams Dunn, back to Leslie, almost a travel. But here's Belton posting up. Stewart gets by him, but Stewart does kick his leg out, and that will be a foul. And we're going to have, that's going to be Stewart's first personal foul.
That's his first on the team's sixth.
It's going to be the 16th foul and another immediate timeout, and we're going to take that timeout as well. 3:22 left to play in the first half of action. Ouachita leading 31-27. Stay tuned for more Tiger basketball action on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
Ouachita leads 31-27 with 3:22 left to play in the first half of action here at the Duke Wells Center on the campus of Henderson State University in a special edition of the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Ouachita has it. Williams Dunn is throwing in, gets it into Leslie. Belton has it, screen to Martin. Williams at the elbow, back to Martin. Leslie looking for a teammate, gets it into Belton, guarded by Miholcic, working on him. Left-handed hook is no good as Hip gets the rebound. He's going to push it up ahead. Hip's going to take a contested shot, and he's going to get fouled. And now he's going to head to the free throw line for 2 free throws. It's going to be on that foul will be on Reggie Martin. And Reese Hip has a chance to get onto the board for the first time tonight. Getting relief minutes for Malik Davis, who picked up 2 early fouls. And the freshman from Rosebud, Arkansas, knocks in his first. And Hip is 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Marvin Williams Dunn, who had 2 triples early for Ouachita, he's got it now. Williams Dunn into Williams. And Williams, nice reverse finish over Miholcic, using that basket, or the rim, to protect against the shot blocker. Patterson has it. Now here's Ken Lewis. Chase Farmer's back into the game, and he gets it now. Looking for the big man inside. Hip's got it. Patterson. Miholcic inside and blocked by Taryn Williams, but he will commit the foul as I'm about to get the basketball here.
Foul number 5.
I got to touch the game ball.
All those hours in the gym are paying off, Chris. You're in the game now.
Exactly, I'm in the game. Tomislav Miholcic shooting free throws here and misses his first. Miholcic, the fifth-year senior from Belgrade, Serbia, has had a really strong night so far. Has fizzled off a little bit, but now is back into the scoring category with 9 points on the night. Williams loses the handle for a second. Here's Williams done for Ouachita. Lewis back to Williams. Williams looking down low to Belton. Belton, jab step, swing to Martin. Martin thought about the jumper. Marvin Williams does going to take the jumper, and it rims out late in the shot clock. And here's Zion Patterson for the Reddies. Screen by Miholcic. He's going to pull up. Contested two is good. Zion Patterson has quietly had a strong game for Henderson, now with 6. And Reggie Martin to Williams, open in the wing, no good on the 3. Miholcic with just his second rebound of the game. Patterson has it, guarded by Williams Dunn now. He loses the ball, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. It's going to be on MJ Leslie, just his first personal foul, the 16th foul by Ouachita. And Malik Davis is going to check in for Reese Hipp. And Emery Knox and Tyler Haynes are going to check in for Ouachita. Taryn Williams and Rollin Belton are going to check out. Something that I've noticed is that MJ Leslie's playing a lot on the block, and that's where Miholcic, that's where he's pretty much lives, and that's a very tough, that's 11-inch size difference between the two. Now here's Malik Davis. Guarded by Williams Dunn. Waiting for some off-ball movement. And looking for the lob pass to Zion Patterson, and Reggie Martin read it perfectly, swatting it away. And just 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Actually, we're going to make a change. Just 5 seconds left on the shot clock now for the Reddies. I believe the shot clock was reset accidentally. And it's going to be a Ready turnover. Here's Emery Knox going full ahead. He misses the layup, but MJ Leslie follows it up for 2. That's why you always follow on the fast break. Here's Malik Davis, guarded by Leslie. Davis somehow got wide open for 3 and cashes it in. He has tied this one up at 35 with just 30 seconds remaining in this first half.
That's Davis's third make from distance. And the majority of those shots have been wide open. Ouachita's going to go ahead and call a timeout here prior to what will likely be the Tigers' last offensive possession of the half, as there's only a 3-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Yet 23 seconds left on the shot clock and 26 seconds left on the game clock. We're going to take a quick break as well. Stick around for more Tiger basketball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Barry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Barry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Barry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Well, we're live from the Duke Wells Center for this special edition of the of the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. My goodness.
It's going to make a great subject for the show this week.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Make sure to tune in to the Roar Rundown Sports Podcast, a weekly podcast covering in-depth coverage of Ouachita Athletics. Ouachita has it. Ouachita late in the shot clock. Williams Dunn trying to beat the shot clock. Has it blocked by Beholchich. Just a second left on the clock. Chase Farmer, prayer shot does not go through. Well, Ouachita Baptist and Henderson State are all tied up at 35 as we head into the half. It's been a defensive performance by both squads, and we can't wait for a second half. Well, make sure we'll have an interview with Ouachita Sports Information Director, with Coach Sharp, Athletic Director for Ouachita Athletics in just a few minutes, so make sure you tune into that. Well, until then, let's take a break. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
Injured can be a stressful and overwhelming experience.
And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way.
As your dedicated legal team, we'll stand by your side when you're being ignored.
We'll be on your side to fight for the compensation you deserve.
Don't let the insurance companies intimidate you. Let us go to work for you.
Call us today and let us help you get back on the road to recovery.
On your side, by your side. When you've been injured, we're here for you.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Welcome back to halftime at the Duke Wells Center, tied up 35 all in the men's edition of Battle of the Ravine. At this time, we have a special guest with us at the announcer's table, and that is Ouachita Athletic Director David Sharp. Coach Sharp, welcome.
Chase, thanks, man. Always good to join you at any athletic event.
Well, speaking of athletic events, there are plenty to choose from this time of year. It is full-on crossover season. Not only do you have basketball, but you got tennis, you got baseball, you've got softball. Swim is still going on at this point in the year.
You got track and field going on. Wrestling is in their final weeks of their season, getting ready to go to regionals, and all of our spring sports have played. Our track team will go to Hendricks next weekend for their first outdoor meet. They've just finished their indoor season, and as you said, we've got everything else going on too, and then on top of that, in about another week, spring football practice starts.
Well, plenty going on in the athletics realm for Ouachita. What have been some of the standouts to you in the last few weeks since we last talked?
Say that again?
Could you mention some of the standouts from the last time we talked?
Oh yeah, everything. It's good to see just everything that's going on with our coaches, with our student athletes. With there's some successes on the courts and the fields and the pools, and and then there's also some heartbreaks. But I love what our student athletes, how they represent not only themselves but their coaches, their teams, our institution, and our department.
one of the things that really stands out too is just how much these teams support one another at each other's events. I'm looking out right now. I see volleyball, I see track and field here, I see football, and I'm sure there are some others that I'm missing right now.
Yeah, they're over there, and it's been not only amazing here tonight, but at our home events, and I'm looking forward to our spring sports, and I've already seen it a little bit with softball. We've had a little softball at home, and I've seen our student athletes of other sports that are supporting their fellow student athletes, and that's great to see.
Well, Coach, you've seen several editions of Battle of the Ravine. Most people think of it as the gridiron, but it's really in all different kinds of sports. Can you talk about what this rivalry means to the community across the different sports?
You know, Chase, of course, I've heard about this rivalry all my life, and when I say the rivalry, I'm not just talking about one particular sport. I'm talking about Ouachita versus Henderson. And, you know, people don't understand. People that have not been here, people that have not seen it, people that don't understand that, you know, I'll be home. You know, I'm actually closer to my house where we're watching this game tonight than I am to our campus. And but people don't understand the relevance of this rivalry, and of course, it doesn't matter what sport it is. They're all intense, and just like this one, you might as well put 2 minutes on the clock and tie it up and play to the end. You know, I've seen it so many times this way in this game, just like the women's game. You know, it was a great game. I've seen it in all different sports, and it's quite a rivalry, and it's very intense. There's none like it. There's none like it.
There really isn't, and it's also college sports' most intimate rivalry because, with the exception of a few hills and maybe a few trees blocking the way, you could just about see the Duke Wells Center from the Sturgis Physical Education Center.
Yeah, you can, and of course, Chase, you know this. You can stand in our press box or in our stadium, and you can see their stadium, and yeah, it's just unique. And I got colleagues all over the country that haven't been here, and they'll ask me, just tell me just how is that? I said, well, it's real simple. I said, you know, we walk to their games and they walk to ours in football, and you know, there's a street that divides us, and then I'll tell people, you know, a lot of people don't know this, Chase, of how the Battle of the Ravine got its name. And you know, you think about the Ouachita River, but that ravine that comes next to our campus actually comes right there by Henderson's campus too, where their Newberry Hall sits. And that ravine goes right up there, and their football stadium used to sit right there, and our football stadium used to sit where our village is. And that's how the Battle of the Ravine got started, because both stadiums were right there on that ravine. And you know, it's just unique. It's you know, two great institutions, and you know, I've got a lot of good friends over here. I mean, I've got people that I've known all my life, people that I played against. I see them, I shake their hands and, you know, whatever. But on these nights and these days when we compete, I want to beat them, they want to beat us. But then we go on. You know, you got to know how to win in this battle, and you also got to know how to handle it when you don't win.
Well, Coach, you mentioned it a few minutes ago. You might as well just throw the score out the window and bring it down to the last 2 minutes. Do you think that this game is going to come down to the last 2 minutes?
It won't surprise me at all. I think it won't, Chase, it won't surprise me at all that you'll see it, you know, somebody jump out to 4 or 5 or 6, and then somebody else come back. Just like we jumped out to a big lead, they came back, and then we went back up again. They closed the gap, and you know, basketball is a game of runs, and man, we're saying here, let's get it done tonight. We need to get it done.
Well, thank you so much, Coach, for joining us here on the halftime show, and good luck with the rest of crossover season as we get ready for more exciting Ouachita athletics.
Yeah, appreciate all of you in the Ouachita Sports Digital Network and what you do for Ouachita athletics, because I know there's a lot of fans out there, and I've got to tell you, you know, Chase, people are watching us. People that don't know us are watching us, and they compliment what we have here. And I think that's a testament to you and all your students and your leadership and what's going on there.
Well, we appreciate that very much, sir.
You bet.
So that's going to do it for our special guest interview here on the halftime show of Ouachita basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. We're going to take a short time out, but don't go anywhere, because we'll have more Tiger basketball after this.
Barry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Barry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Barry & Turnage. Serious injuries require...
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got that.
Owned by OBU alumni, Java Primo is the official coffee house of Ouachita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
I'm Todd Knight, head football coach of the Ouachita Tigers. When you're in Arkadelphia, come down to Main Street and support Java Primo, the biggest Ouachita Tiger fans in town.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.com.
At Taylor King Law, we understand that being injured can be a stressful and overwhelming experience.
And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way.
As your dedicated legal team, we'll stand by your side when you're being ignored.
We'll be on your side to fight for the compensation you deserve.
Don't let the insurance companies intimidate you. Let us go to work for you.
Call us today and let us help you get back on the road to recovery.
On your side, by your side. When you've been injured, we're here for you.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers!
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
And welcome back to Tiger Basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. I'm Chris Gay, joined by my color announcer, Chase Hartzell. And Chase, scores all tied up at 35 after one half of action. What have we seen so far from the Tigers?
Well, first off, are we really surprised that it's tied up at this point, Chris? It just seems like Battle of the Ravine always comes down to those last possessions. We saw it in the women's game. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens in the men's game tonight. But looking at the numbers, they're just about as even as you would expect. So both of these teams have made 13 field goals. The Reddies have a slight advantage from three-point range. Ouachita has a slight advantage from three-point range. Depends on what you're looking at. In terms of percentage, Henderson State's got the higher percentage at 57%, but Ouachita has more makes with a 6 for 17 shooting performance as a team from deep. Free throws, both teams have one miss. Rebounds, that's been the difference for Henderson State. 20 boards for the Reddies, just 11 for Ouachita. Henderson State also has the lead in points in the paint. That's to be expected because the Reddies do have sizable post players, especially Miholcic, who finds his way into every game, it seems like, making an impact with the plays down low. The Tigers did neutralize him, though, for the final few minutes of the first half. It'll be important that they do that again.
Yeah, but someone they did not neutralize was Malik Davis, who is perfect from 3 tonight. He's hit all 3 of his triples for 9 points. No one's hit double-digit points yet. I imagine we will see that soon enough, but despite 13 turnovers from Ouachita, being outscored in the paint and out-rebounded, they still have this game all knotted up at 35. So still a solid half of basketball for Ouachita as we're just about ready to get it back started. Ouachita is going to have the basketball first for the second half as Taryn Williams is going to come in to inbound.
One other stat to note, Chris, before we resume action. Ouachita has taken very good care of the basketball. Only 4 turnovers as a team through those first 20 minutes. Henderson State had 10. The Reddies would like to see that number drop here in the second half of play. The Tigers, they would like to see that number drop just a little bit too, but that's a very respectable number over 20 minutes. That's about a turnover every 5 minutes, and if you're coaching out, you got to be feeling pretty good about that.
Now here's Reggie Martin. He's got it to start the second half. Marvin Williams Dunn looking for a teammate. Martin to Leslie. Leslie is going to give it back to Williams Dunn. Williams Dunn is going to look for a screen from Belton. Belton out to Williams. Williams, and that one's tipped away. It's going to remain with the Tigers. Just 6 seconds on the shot clock for Ouachita. Reggie Martin's going to throw in from the deep left corner. See if they can get a good look here. Here's Williams Dunn to Williams. Driving on McDonald. He's going to pick up the personal. And the shot clock is going to reset to 20 as McDonald picks up his second personal on the night. Definitely an unfortunate foul for Henderson to commit as Roland Belton has it now. He's looking for a teammate as he gets it to Leslie, who took quite a few steps there, and that's going to be a traveling violation.
Well, going back to that last foul for Henderson State, that actually wasn't the first hold, that, at least that I saw on there. There's quite a bit of contact from Malik Davis as well, trying to contain Marvin Williams Dunn. But you know, Chris, they say sometimes if you're the second one to arrive on the scene, that's the person they're going to get. Unfortunately for McDonald, it was wrong place and wrong time.
But here's King to Miholcic. Looking for Davis, and he gets it to him. Davis going to pull up. Jumper is good from the elbow. Davis is the first player for either team to get into double digits, and Henderson has just taken the lead at 2. Williams Dunn falls. He keeps his dribble. Nice job. Gets it to Leslie. Leslie is going to pull back, and he turns the ball over. Zion Patterson with the steal. Miholcic. Davis looking for a teammate. It's Clarence King, and he's going to be fouled by Reggie Martin. And Clarence King is going to head to the free throw line to shoot 2. King's having a discussion with one of the assistant coaches, but now he will shoot his free throws. For Martin, that was his second personal foul. Nobody in real foul trouble for Ouachita. As Clarence King knocks down his first free throw. The redshirt junior from Kansas City, Missouri, has played a big part in this game today, and he's 2 of 2 from the free throw line from that trip. Here's Williams Dunn. Gets it to Leslie. Martin back to Williams Dunn. Williams Dunn to Martin. Martin's going to take a contested jumper from the mid-range area, and it's not going to fall. But here's Malik Davis. He's got some space, but gets it into Zion Patterson. He backs his way in on Leslie, and a nice turnaround jumper, and it's going to lead to a timeout by Coach Nutt. Not happy with what his team has been performing, or has been putting up in this second half. Well, we're going to take a timeout as well. 41-35 is your score. Henderson State with the lead just to start the second half. Stick around for more Tiger basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
Barry and Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Barry and Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Barry and Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Welcome back to Tiger basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. For this special edition is Chris Gay and Chase Hartzell live from the Duke Wells Center on the campus of Henderson State University. And we have another good basketball Battle of the Ravine matchup. But this time we are on the road in enemy territory. Well, Chase, Henderson State started off this half well, scoring 6 unanswered points. What does Ouachita have to do to get back in this game?
Ouachita still trying to settle into its offense. That's going to be key, but when you see plays like that from Malik Davis, who has been tightly guarding Marvin Williams-Dunn throughout the half, it's hard to get settled in. Henderson State's done a great job of presenting pressure in the face of the Tigers. Ouachita is going to have to find a way to resist that pressure.
Leslie, 3 is good, and maybe they just found the answer as now they have their first points of the second half. 41-38 is the score with 17:42 left to play. Patterson jumper, no good. Reggie Martin with the board. Here's Williams-Dunn to Williams. Wasn't expecting the pass, but Williams-Dunn's going to shoot the 3, and he's not going to knock it down. Miholcic with the rebound, but here's Malik Davis. Gavin Snyder going to the scorer's table for Ouachita to check in. Here's Miholcic, now back to Davis. Patterson's got it. Picked up by Taryn Williams, driving, layup, no good, but he will be fouled, and now he's going to head to the free throw line for 2 shots. It's going to be Taryn Williams' second personal foul. Patterson has 8 points on the night so far. Patterson, a 67% free throw shooter, and short arms that one.
And it's impressive to see the effort that we've had from Patterson tonight, because earlier in the night it looked like his night might come to an end due to injury. He was favoring his right knee, but he found a way to bounce back, and he's made some meaningful plays here in the middle portion of this game.
And Patterson goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line that time. Henderson State with a 4-point lead with 17:05 left to play, as Gavin Snyder just checked in for the Tigers. The lone freshman on this Ouachita team. Now Reggie Martin's got it. Martin to Leslie. Leslie 3, no good. And Tim McDonald with the rebound. Malik Davis was throwing it up to Patterson, and Patterson can't grab a hold of it. And now it is Tiger basketball with the ready turnover. Gavin Snyder's got it. Williams to Martin. Back to Snyder. Screen by Belton. Snyder looking for a teammate. It's Martin. And Belton hit the floor at some point. I think Miholcic might have made some contact with him. Ouachita got to get something going. Belton down low. Soft touch in the putback by Reggie Martin coming off the left. And that's got this Ouachita crowd excited. And that's going to be ready basketball still, but what a play by Reggie Martin. He's known to make those athletic plays.
Not your conventional two-hand jam, but Reggie Martin finds a way to make those big plays just when the team needs it. Perhaps that's the spark that the Tigers need to really get going here in the second half.
Ouachita just down 2 as Malik Davis is set to throw in. Just a second ago, Emory Knox checked in. Almost a 5-second violation by Henderson State, and they get a 3-point off the inbounds. Gavin Snyder calling the play, guarded by Patterson. Knox almost lost it, but Gavin Snyder gets a hold of it. Belton up top. Martin's got it. Martin to Knox. That pass was way behind him. And now the Hendersons have it. Reddies have 2-on-1, and whoa, Reggie Martin was coming in for the chase down block on McDonald. It was potentially a scary situation up there. And now we have a timeout on the floor. It's a media timeout, and when we come back, Tim McDonald's going to shoot a couple of free throws. So stick around as Henderson State has a 5-point lead with 15:33 left to play. You are listening to Tiger Basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
At Taylor King Law, we understand that being injured can be a stressful and overwhelming experience.
And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way.
As your dedicated legal team, we'll stand by your side when you're being ignored.
We'll be on your side to fight for the compensation you deserve.
Don't let the insurance companies intimidate you. Let us go to work for you.
Call us today and let us help you get back on the road to recovery.
On your side, by your side. When you've been injured, we're here for you.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
And that is the Henderson State Band right behind us, singing their, I don't even know the title of the original song, but their own, maybe you'll get it by the beat, but, and McDonald shooting free throws here for the Reddies, and he knocks down his first.
The name that you're looking for, Chris, that is the song Stacy's Mom.
That's right, I couldn't remember the exact title. They have their own little rendition of it, and McDonald goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Belton with the rebound. Here's Snyder. Coming off that career-high performance, is yet to score in this game. Snyder working around the Belton screen. He's looking for a teammate. It's Knox. To Haynes. Now Williams driving, slashing, and he's going to draw some contact, and now he's going to head to the free throw line. Let's see who that's going to be on. It's going to be on Chase Farmer, who just checked in. That will be Chase Farmer's second foul and the team's second foul of the half. Taryn Williams, the junior from Marianna, Arkansas, the former #1 player in the state of Arkansas in the class of 2021, knocks down his first free throw. And KJ Stewart checks in for Tim McDonald for the Reddies. Williams has 6 points so far on the night. Make it 7. Here's Davis. Going to be picked up full court. Not the best pass to Patterson, but he's got it. Patterson pressured heavily there by Snyder. Now Patterson's got it. He's driving. Wild layup, no good. Miholcic, good body control, and his first points of the half get him into double digits with 11.
Henderson was just waiting for Miholcic to get back involved with the offense. We'll see if that continues to be a trend.
And Emory Knox lost the ball, but it's going to stay with the Tigers after it was tipped out by Patterson, trying to gain separation. against the lanky 6'7" senior guard from Cross at Arkansas. Gavin Snyder set to throw in. Gets it into Knox. Back to Snyder. Taryn Williams going to drive baseline into Belton. Belton gets it to Haynes, but he can't finish off the little floater. Here's Malik Davis. Miholcic up top. Back to Davis. Davis going to pull up. Contested twos. Not going to happen. And that one's going to belong to the Tigers as it was tipped out by KJ Stewart. And Ken Lewis is going to check in for the Reddies, and so is Tim McDonald. KJ Stewart clearly frustrated with himself. He's going to check out, so is Zion Patterson, and actually KJ Stewart's headed to the locker room. Not sure what that's about. But it's still going to be Ouachita basketball. Here's Emory Knox. Screen by Belton. Oh, gets around the screen. And that pass was wild right into the stands. And it's going to be a Tiger turnover. Ready basketball. And Chase Farmer's going to throw in for the Reddies. Gets it to Davis. Picked up full court by Gavin Snyder. The screen by Miholcic. Davis still has it, looking inside to the big man. And Miholcic, good patience, gets Belton up in the air and finishes for points number 12 and 13.
Well, as soon as Miholcic made that cut right under the basket, you knew that he was going to have the advantage, and he posts up and makes the easy two. The Tigers need to avoid possessions like that.
And another Tiger turnover. And now the Reddies are out running, and McDonald is going to get fouled and is going to go to the free throw line to convert the and one opportunity. Gavin Snyder flying in there, trying to do something, just put his hand on his back, committing the foul.
He grabbed him on his hip there. It looked like he was going to go up for a more aggressive play. Ended up stopping because he knew it was going to be all for naught. However, the official saw the contact and does end up blowing the whistle. Huge play there for the Reddies. Strong finish by McDonald.
And McDonald converts the old-fashioned three-point play. And he now is up over his season average with 9 points. Snyder looking for Knox. Knox really has not had any separation in this game. I think the Reddies know better after that great performance at Bill Vining Arena. And Snyder's going to be fouled by Malik Davis getting around the screen, and that's going to be Davis's third personal. Davis will stay in the game. 13:03 left to play. This 11-point lead by Henderson. Here's Dunlap, who just checked in, and it's going to be an illegal screen by, I believe it's going to be on Tyler Haynes. Yes, it will.
He's trying to get an explanation from the official. Seems like they've reached an understanding.
McDonald throwing in to Farmer. Farmer, junior guard from Detroit, Michigan. Only has 2 points on the night. Reese Hipp, who just checked in, has it on the wing. Pass was tipped. Initially, Hipp to Farmer. Swing pass back to Hipp in the corner. Here's Ken Lewis up top, working on Snyder, working inside. Tough floater and put back by Tim McDonald on the second chance opportunity.
That's going to get the Ready faithful on their feet. Tim McDonald, so explosive around the rim, finally getting to show off a two-hand flush.
And Ouachita just cannot get much going here, but here's Emory Knox for three, and he cashes it in. Defense decided to go under the Tyler Haynes screen, and it paid off for Emory Knox, who has 7. Here's Chase Farmer. Now here's Hipp. Screen by Miholcic, picked up by Emery Knox. But here's McDonald in the corner. He's going to draw. Now Ouachita's in a 2-3 press. Ken Lewis going to take a deep triple. No good. Knox has it. Gets it to Williams, who had a fast break slam for the Tigers. And now Ouachita is going to take, Henderson State is going to take the timeout. Well, Henderson still has a 55-47 lead with 11:27 remaining in the second half. Stay tuned for more Tiger basketball after this break.
Is the official coffee house of Ouachita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
I'm Todd Knight, head football coach of the Ouachita Tigers. When you're in Arkadelphia, come down to Main Street and support Java Primo, the biggest Ouachita Tiger fans in town.
At Taylor King Law, we understand that being injured can be a stressful and overwhelming experience.
And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way.
As your dedicated legal team, we'll stand by your side when you're being ignored.
We'll be on your side to fight for the compensation you deserve.
Don't let the insurance companies intimidate you. Let us go to work for you.
Call us today and let us help you get back on the road to recovery.
On your side, by your side. When you've been injured, we're here for you.
55-47 is your score with Henderson with an 8-point lead over Ouachita Baptist Tigers here at the Duke Wells Center on the campus of Henderson State University in an always classic Battle of the Ravine matchup between the lone colleges here in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. And so far, this has been another good game. Ouachita is down 8, of course. They were down double digits initially, but a quick spark by Emery Knox has brought the Tigers back within single digits. But here's the Reddies. Malik Davis has got it in the corner. He's going to shoot a 3, and he's going to cash in the three-pointer. That's going to be the 4th three-pointer for Malik Davis in as many attempts.
Davis has been a sharp shooter tonight on the offensive side, and then on the defensive side, he's played aggressively as well. Now that has resulted in 3 defensive fouls. However, he's also stepped up and made some big stops.
Taryn Williams for 3, no good. Gavin Snyder with the offensive rebound. Gets it to Haynes, and Haynes going to take the deep shot, or to the deep 2, and he's going to make it from just beyond the free throw line. Well, Henderson State going to keep breaking Ouachita's press, but Ouachita is going to remain in a 2-3 zone. And here's Patterson. And a collision by Knox and Ken Lewis. Knox was going for the steal, and Ken Lewis is going to be credited with the foul there. And he's going to check out. Clarence King's going to check back in for the Reddies. Gavin Snyder has it, guarded by Patterson, really close to that half-court line. Now Knox has it. Knox to Haynes. Haynes, and Haynes is going to go to the free throw line, but that was very scary down there below the basket. Clarence King and Haynes seemed like they slipped on the same wet spot or tripped over each other's feet. Almost looked like they were going to go under the basket. But luckily, both of them shot up pretty quickly. And now Tyler Haynes has 2 free throws. And Haynes makes his first.
Haynes has really stepped up as a leader this year on the team, but he's also a leader in the classroom, a 2-time All-GAC academic selection.
Exactly what you expect out of your 5th-year senior as he knocks in both free throws. Now has 8 points on the night. Here's Tim McDonald. He passes it to Patterson for 3. No good. Miholcic cannot grab the rebound. Was not using both hands as Emery Knox racing down the floor. And he's got the layup up over McDonald. What a finish by Emery Knox. He's got 9. Here's Clarence King, guarded by Snyder. Snyder reaches in, but King gets by. McDonald swings it to Davis. Back to McDonald. Swings it to Patterson. Open in the corner for three, and it's good. But the gambling by Washita did not pay off, leading to an open triple for the Reddies.
That was great ball movement around the perimeter. There were 2 or 3 different Reddies that had good looks, but then they ended up creating the separation that allowed for a great look from Patterson.
Here's Knox. Gavin Snyder's going to take the three in the corner. No good. And now Malik Davis has it. Picked up by Knox. Getting a screen by both King and Miholcic. But now he's picked up by Gavin Snyder. Miholcic above the three-point line. Gets it back to Davis. Davis looking for a teammate. Patterson hit a three a moment ago. And now Miholcic guarded closely by Taron Williams. He's going to swing it to Malik Davis. Going to pull up, and Kobe Dunlap got a hand on that one. And now he's going to have a layup opportunity, which is swatted by Patterson. And now the Reddies have a run out. Clarence King, layup is good inside. And Washita had a good opportunity at the rim, but Zion Patterson, great defense blocking Dunlap's shot.
And on that last possession for Washita, it was great defense from Henderson State. Dunlap had a great look at the basket, got a clean block, and then clean contest of a second opportunity for Tyler Haynes. The Reddies held their ground, and it resulted in 2 points on the other end.
Well, Zion Patterson committed his first personal foul, and Tomislav Miholcic is going to check out for Henderson State. KJ Stewart's going to check back in, and Chase Farmer is now going to check in for the Reddies. He's in for Zion Patterson, and Reggie Martin's checked back in. He's coming in for Marvin Williams-Dunn. And now he's going to throw in. He gets it into Knox. Knox to Martin, back to Knox. Guarded by King, looking for Haynes. Posts up Stewart. He's going to take the mid-range shot, and it is nothing but net for Tyler Haynes. Henderson still leads by 10 with 7:45 remaining. Or excuse me, now the score's been updated. They lead by just 8. It's Clarence King, swings it to Malik Davis, who's still perfect from three, and no, he is not anymore. KJ Stewart, his putback is no good, and Taron Williams has the board. Gets it to Knox, gonna fly ahead, he's gonna get some contact, really close to an and one, but Emory Knox, the 87% free throw shooter, is going to head to the free throw line right after we come back from this media timeout. 63-55 is your score with 7:23 remaining. Stick around for more Tiger basketball on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
Welcome back to the Washita Sports Digital Network, live here from the Duke Wells Center on the campus of Henderson State University. I am Chris Gay, joined by Chase Hartzell. We have another good Battle of the Ravine matchup. This time we're in enemy territory, as we have no video. If you're just joining us, this is an audio-only broadcast, with the exception of some commercials. But we will do our best to illustrate this game as we're seeing it live. Emory Knox is at the free throw line for 2 shots, the 87% free throw shooter. Knox in his first, and now he has 10 points on the night, just the second player for Ouachita in double digits. Actually, now the third, and now he has 11 for the Tigers. Malik Davis had a strong night so far. He's got it. Emory Knox. Now King has it on the wing, driving inside, tough finish, and it just rolls on out. Reggie Martin's going to commit the personal.
That's number 3, Reggie Martin.
That's going to be Martin's 4th personal foul of the game. And I think Taryn Williams is going to come in to replace him, but Clarence King is going to be at the free throw line to shoot 2. He's a 73% free throw shooter. 3rd leading scorer for the Reddies, averaging about 12.5 points per game. Going to take a second for Malik Davis to do some mop-up duty on the floor. The 63-57 is your score. Ouachita down by 6 with 7:10 remaining. And Clarence King has 2 free throws coming up. King and Davis still mopping up the floor. Everybody's catching their breath for the moment here, but now we're ready. King. First free throw up and no good. Off the front of the iron. Taryn Williams going to come in for Reggie Martin, who just picked up his 4th foul just a moment ago. King's second free throw is up and good. He has entered double digits with 10. Here's Williams up top for Ouachita. Knox finding Haynes inside, and he's going to draw some contact from KJ Stewart, and Tyler Haynes is going to go to the free throw line. Stewart picks up his second personal. 64-57 is your score as Tyler Haynes is at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Not sure. Oh, now we're about ready to get back in action. This game has kind of hit a little bit of a lull, slowing down a little bit as Tyler Haynes' first free throw is up and good. And Tomislav Miholcic has checked in for Henderson State. KJ Stewart's going to check out. Kobe Dunlap. I say he was going to check out, but he's going to stay in. He's just having a conversation with Coach Nutt. But Tyler Haynes now misses the free throw. Taryn Williams, good effort by Taryn Williams, and Clarence King is the last one to touch it. And now it is Ouachita basketball as Emory Knox is going to throw in. And Marvin Williams-Dunn can't get the catch. Zion Patterson has it. And no shot. Marvin Williams-Dunn made sure he made enough contact with Zion Patterson so that the foul would be on the floor. It will be a 1-and-1 trip for Zion Patterson, but he does make sure the and one does not happen.
That is a really smart play there by Marvin Williams-Dunn, and you're going to hear a couple boos from behind us, but that's just a really smart basketball play because it's a 2-on-1 advantage for Henderson State, but Marvin Williams-Dunn makes sure that this point has to be earned in order to force the 2 shots instead of a guaranteed 2 and maybe even 3 points. He goes ahead and opts for the 1-and-1. That's a very smart play by the guard from Auckland, New Zealand.
Patterson knocked in his first and knocked in his second. So at least he still gave up a potential 3-point play. Now Ouachita trails by 8. Knox has it, guarded by Patterson. Knox going to drive ahead, kicks it to Dunlap, but swings it to Williams for 3. It rattles in and it's home. Taryn Williams has also entered double digits for Ouachita with 12 points. Malik Davis up top, guarded by Knox, gets it to McDonald. McDonald motioning for King to come to him. King to Miholcic up top. Here's McDonald looking for Miholcic up top. And it's an and one. Marvin Williams-Dunn trying to do the same thing as Miholcic was going up for the shot. It's clearly going to not be a... Well, regardless, it's an and one for Miholcic. Miholcic very short on that free throw, so no three-point play there. Ouachita trails by 7. Here's Knox into Haynes. Haynes' jumper is good. He's been cashed from that mid-range area along the baseline. Here's Davis getting a screen from King, now picked up by Williams-Dunn. Davis into Miholcic. Miholcic, and he is fouled hard by Williams-Dunn, and that's going to be Williams-Dunn's 4th personal foul. It's going to be Ouachita's 9th team foul of the half, and Reggie Martin's going to head to the scorer's table for the Tigers, but Miholcic is going to head back to the free throw line. 59% free throw shooter. Very short on his previous attempt. His attempt is up and no good off the back iron. Martin's going to come in for Williams-Dunn. You got to think at some point Roland Belton has to come back into the game for the Tigers because they need some extra size up against 6'11", 260 Tomislav Miholcic.
And that foul proved to be a smart one because Miholcic, he's a pretty good free throw shooter and mid-range shooter, but obviously not as high percentage as it would be right under the basket.
Knox going to take the 3 short. Offensive rebound by Martin, and he's going to head to the free throw line for 2, but if you didn't catch our drift initially, Miholcic 0 of 2 on that previous trip from the free throw line. And now McDonald has picked up his 4th personal. Now some Reddies in foul trouble. Chase Farmer is at the scorer's table for the Reddies. And Reggie Martin is going to shoot free throws here. His first is up and good. Kobe Dunlap's going to check out for Ouachita. MJ Leslie's going to check in. And for the Reddies, Chase Farmer checking in for McDonald. Reggie Martin, the 6'2 junior guard from Vivian, Louisiana, a transfer from Dawson Community College. He went 2 of 2 from the free throw line this time. Here's Chase Farmer for the Reddies in the corner. King looking for somebody to get open. Now Malik Davis has it up top. Screened by Miholcic. Inside to Farmer, and what a block by Tyler Haynes. Fast break opportunity for the Tigers, throwing it up to Martin, and one! Reggie Martin off the pass from Emory Knox. What play from the 2 Tigers. And now the Tigers are down by just 1.
Another important thing to note, that's Malik Davis's 4th foul. He's been one of the top shooters for the Rays, especially from deep. And now Martin has a chance to tie the game.
Martin doesn't convert the 3-point play. Ouachita still trails by 1, 68-67 with 4:51 left to play. Here's Clarence King. Malik Davis is staying in the game for the Reddies. Ouachita was in a zone coverage, and now Clarence King's got it. He's going to drive inside. It's going to be a foul on the floor. It's going to be on Emory Knox. That's just his first personal. It will be the 10th personal foul for Ouachita. So now we are in the double bonus. And Clarence King who's a 73% free throw shooter on the season, is going to head to the free throw line for 2. It's 2 of 2 in his previous trip. King's first free throw is up and no good. A costly miss for the redshirt junior from Kansas City, Missouri. King's second free throw is up and away, and it is all nylon. Henderson State with a 2-point lead with 4:30 left to play in the second half. Here's Emory Knox driving inside, gets a lot of contact from Clarence King. And it's going to be an offensive foul. Coach Nutt is typing mad, and he just picked up a technical. But what a turn of events. Both officials right by the foul called a personal foul, and then suddenly it switched to an offensive foul on Emory Knox. An unfortunate turn of events for Ouachita, as Malik Davis is going to shoot 2 free throws for the Reddies. It's going to shoot the technical free throws right now. And his first free throw, it doesn't go through. It took 3 bounces, but none of them wanted to go in. Davis, an 81% free throw shooter, goes 1 of 2 for his technical free throws. But it will remain ready possession after Emory Knox offensive foul.
Looks like Chase Farmer is pointing out a certain spot on the floor that needs to be mopped up, and so the crew is going to head out there, make sure it's ready for play.
Noticed that several times tonight. A lot of slippery spots on the floor, and Davis and Farmer are going to clean it up with their shoes, and so is the official. And now action will resume. Henderson State with a 3-point lead, 70-67, and the ball with just 4:20 left to play in the second half. Clarence King up top, guarded by MJ Leslie. Screen by Miholcic. Chase Farmer on the wing, gets it. Miholcic up top to King. King guarded tightly by Knox, but what a finish by Clarence King. Now Henderson State with a 5-point lead with 3:50 remaining in the half. Taryn Williams up top, gets it to Leslie. Leslie looking for Haynes, can't find him, gets it to Knox. Knox gets it inside to Haynes, and he's going to draw some contact, and he's going to head to the free throw line. That will be the 11th personal for Henderson State.
Correction, that was number 21, Thomas Miholcic. That is his second. The timeout awards of the...
Well, we will have a timeout on the floor, so when we come back, we'll watch Tyler Haynes shoot a couple of free throws, but Ouachita trailing by 5 with 3:37 left to play. You are watching, I say you're watching, you are tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Is the official coffee house of Ouachita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
I'm Todd Knight, head football coach of the Ouachita Tigers. When you're in Arkadelphia, come down to Main Street and support Java Primo, the biggest Ouachita Tiger fans in town.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
Welcome back to Tiger Basketball, live from the Duke Wells Center on the campus of Henderson State University. And we got to give another shout out and thank you to the sports information staff here at Henderson State University for being so welcoming, despite this being a heated rivalry between Ouachita Baptist and Henderson State University. They have welcomed us and have made sure all of our needs are met for sure, and have been very gracious hosts. Well, Tyler Haynes, the fifth-year man from Memphis, Tennessee, set to shoot 2 free throws here. The first one is good, and Haynes has 14 now for Ouachita.
And Haynes is having to shoot right in front of the Henderson State Palm squad, and they are screaming at the top of their lungs trying to distract him. But when you've been around as long as Tyler Haynes has, you learn how to block out the noise.
Exactly. He goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line that time. Now Chase Farmer has it. Malik Davis around the logo. Guarded by Leslie, screened by Mihocic. Ouachita still in that 2-3 zone. Davis up top, guarded by Knox. Davis going to shoot the 3, and it's good! Malik Davis stretches this ready lead out to 6. Emory Knox has it, guarded by Davis. Reddy's going with a typical man-man defense. And MJ Leslie has it poked out, but loses it. And it's going to be a foul on Henderson State. It's going to be the 5th personal by Zion Patterson. About 3 Reddies shot up immediately. Not happy with that call, as MJ Leslie's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
That was just Patterson's 2nd personal.
Oh, my mistake. I said that was Patterson's 5th personal foul. It's just his 2nd. I was reading his jersey number and just got that number in my mind. Well, Chase Farmer goes to the bench. Tim McDonald's going to check in for the Reddies. And Leslie is going to make that free throw. And now Ouachita is down by just 5. As they're going to take the timeout here, and we're going to take it along with them. 75-70 is your score from the Duke Wells Center on the campus of Henderson State University. Stay tuned after this break for more Tiger basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Welcome back to the final 2:53 left to play in this classic Battle of the Ravine matchup between Ouachita Baptist University and Henderson State University, live from the Duke Wells Center.
Both teams in the double bonus going down the stretch, going to have to be very careful, as both teams also have plenty of players in foul trouble.
And Reggie Martin on the court for Ouachita. He's the only player for Ouachita with more than 3 fouls. He has 4. Here's Malik Davis. Davis almost turned the ball over. Clarence King has it tipped by Haynes, but Haynes was out of bounds when he touched it, so it's going to remain with the Reddies. And now King is going to throw, McDonald's going to throw in. Only 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Davis got to put it up. No good on that shot, and it's going to be a shot clock violation as it didn't get anything.
MJ Leslie was right there for the board, though, had play resumed, so it would have been Tiger basketball regardless.
Well, Emory Knox has it. 2:16 remaining in the half. Knox. And that pass was tipped by Patterson. Will remain with the Tigers as Knox is going to throw in. Gets it into Haynes. Haynes to Leslie. Leslie, step back three. Yeah! MJ Leslie has cut this lead to 2 with just 2 minutes remaining, and now he has 16. Here's King to Davis.
We might just have to call Coach Sharp Nostradamus. He said it was going to come down to these final 2 minutes. He was right.
Here's McDonald, guarded by Haynes. Davis shoots a 3. Oh, nothing but net, but not the result they wanted. Only got net on its way out of bounds, and it's going to be a Ouachita basketball off the air ball. Here's Knox with 125 remaining in the half. Knox, 3, short, rebound by Haynes. Haynes, second chance, bucket is good, and it's tied at 75, but oh no, Tomislav Miholcic is down. He's holding his face. I couldn't exactly see what happened. I had an official in my way.
Well, there are some fans behind us that are calling for a foul to be called, but it looked like two Reddies just ran into each other. That was the contact that resulted. It looked like Tomislav Miholcic was a victim of friendly fire.
Well, and he seems to be all right. He's still on the ground. The trainer's checking him out, actually touching one of his knees. He was holding his face. I thought he'd been hit in the face for a second, but I think he was just holding his face because he was hurt. And now he's up, limping a little bit. He's going to walk it off, and this home crowd's going to give him a little bit of an applause. Miholcic is more than likely going to sit out. Initially, yes, he will. KJ Stewart's going to check in for him. But Ouachita, what a surge getting back into this game. It certainly wasn't easy. Now they have this thing all knotted up at 75 with 1:16 left to go. Well, Ouachita's going to bring the full court press. Knox and Leslie. It's going to be a 2-2-1 press. Knox and Leslie, the first two. Martin and Williams the next, and Tyler Haynes down at the other end. The Reddies are going to get across, and they are going to take the timeout after they advance the ball up the court. And now we're going to stay right here, just 1:09 left to go, as Henderson State has one timeout remaining, but we've seen some pretty good action here. I mean, last game, just a couple of hours ago, ended on a buzzer-beating shot by Brinley Huggins, and Henderson State escaped with a victory. Now this game is all tied up with just a little over a minute left to play.
And just thinking about what's on the line in this game too, Ouachita looking to make it a season sweep against the Reddies. The last time that there was a sweep of a single night of Ballard Irving was actually right here at the Duke Wells Center last February. It followed up a sweep for Ouachita on its own home court in the first meeting between these two teams. Henderson State wants to pull off that sweep feat again and even up, at least on the men's side, the season series.
Here's King, guarded by Leslie. King driving, can't finish the layup, gets it into Miholcic, and he puts it back up and in. 54 seconds just remaining in this game. Henderson State leads by 2. Knox has it, gets it to Williams, back to Knox, looking for a teammate, gets it to Leslie, Leslie cut off. Knox gonna reset the play, just 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Gonna need to make a move here. Here's Knox to Martin in the corner for 3, it may have been blocked. Reddies have it, but the Tigers have it back, and they're saying it's a shot clock violation. And it's Reddy basketball.
Coach Nutt wants a review.
Yes, he does. Yep, I think they're gonna review it. because I am pretty sure that the shot clock had not gone off when Henderson State grabbed the rebound. Then Taryn Williams ran in there and grabbed the ball away. They're definitely going to have to take a look at this one. Three officials are still discussing it before they take a look at the replay, and they will now. But this is a crucial call here for Ouachita. They are down 2, and just 22 seconds are remaining. They would rather not have to foul here as the Reddies are in the double bonus.
Now the question here is, did Henderson State ever have possession of the basketball? That would be the key, because Henderson State needs to have possession of that basketball. The reason that the officials called the shot clock violation is because it was an air ball there by Reggie Martin, didn't hit rim. In order for that clock to reset and for the Tigers to have possession, Henderson State's got to get a hold of that basketball. It's just a matter of, did Henderson control the ball long enough to consider having possession? In the case of the Reddies, you're actually hoping that you didn't, because Taryn Williams did have a clean steal of the ball.
Now we're going to see who actually has the basketball. The possession arrow has yet to change. We have not gotten the official notice by the officials.
They called it a shot clock violation. Call confirmed on the floor.
I guess Henderson State never had possession of the basketball, which has got to be very frustrating for Coach Nutt and his crew. They did add a couple seconds left on the clock. It is 24 seconds on the game clock, as Coach Nutt's going to call a timeout, and he wants to talk some things over. We're going to take a timeout with him. It's a 2-point game here at the Duke Wells Center. Stick around for more Tiger basketball action on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Injured can be a stressful and overwhelming experience.
And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way.
As your dedicated legal team, we'll stand by your side when you're being ignored.
We'll be on your side to fight for the compensation you deserve.
Don't let the insurance companies intimidate you. Let us go to work for you.
Call us today and let us help you get back on the road to recovery.
On your side, by your side. When you've been injured, we're here for you.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
Well, we are live from the Duke Wells Center. It is a 2-point game left in this Battle of the Ravine matchup. I'm Chris Gay, joined by Chase Hartzell, and we're going to take you through the final 24 seconds of this game. The Reddies have the basketball with a 2-point lead. Ouachita would definitely love to have a Reddy turnover, but more than likely going to have to commit some intentional fouls here. Trying to trap the Reddies, but they break the press. King's got it, and they're going to foul him. And King, he threw the ball right at Williams, and he's going to get teed up. Williams fouled him hard, but he was just holding on to him to keep him from falling over. King did not like that and immediately just chunked the ball at him.
And again, it's a game of character too when you get down here down the stretch. King making a costly mistake. We saw something similar happen in the Northwestern game on the women's side last week. We saw a technical foul that really turned the tide for the Lady Tigers. We'll see if this one can turn the tide for the Tigers.
Well, the officials are still talking it over. Now Williams still committed the foul on King, so he will have his free throws. But now the officials are going to have to review this. They're going to take a look on the monitor. We're going to stay right here, though. But Clarence King was driving. He caught the pass. They might even be looking to see if it was a clear path foul, because I'm not sure. I don't know the rules with that in college, but I'm not really sure if there was anybody stopping King except Williams from behind. Typically that would be a clear path foul, but we won't know until the final. We can't look at the replay, of course, but we won't know until their official word. But it certainly looked like King got it. Williams just came, grabbed his hips, who just reached around to foul. It was an intentional foul. And then King, his momentum kept carrying him, and Williams just holding on. I didn't think it was anything egregious, and then King didn't like that, threw the ball right at Williams' chest.
Well, and really it was more aimed towards his face, too. You got to be really careful about where you throw that ball, too. Tyler Haynes was also right there to support his teammate. He helped call attention to the matter. But if this stands, that could completely change the momentum, because the Tigers should get possession of the basketball as well off a technical foul plus the free throws.
Well, Emory Knox is going to shoot the technical free throws here. He's going to make the first, and now it's just a 1-point game. Huge free throw coming up, and it's good. Emory Knox has knotted this game up at 77, but Clarence King's got a couple of free throws of his own, and he's been automatic from the line today. Just one miss on the evening. They're all tied at 77, and King's got these two free throws coming up. Chase Farmer's going to head to the scores table. King's first free throw is good. Farmer is going to check in for Miholcic. Reddy's definitely wanting a smaller lineup to stop the Tigers' perimeter attack. King's second free throw is up and good. And now the Reddies have taken the 2-point lead, and now we have a timeout by Coach Elgis. And that's going to be the Reddies' last timeout. The Tigers don't have a timeout either. 18 seconds left. We're going to stay right here. Just 18 seconds left. The rest of this game, Ouachita trails by 2. Huge free throws by Clarence King, but a potentially devastating move by King committing that technical foul.
Because now the Tigers are in a position they could tie the game, or if they get a triple, they could win it right here. The ball is quite literally in the Tigers' court right now. They can hold it for the last shot if they want to. Again, that mistake could really come back to haunt the Reddies. But also, Chris, think back to that first game. It was a matter of whoever held the ball last would be the one to decide who walked away with the win. It was in Henderson State's hands, and that is when we had the game winner. Could Ouachita deal a perfect measure of revenge in the exact same night? Only time will tell.
Yeah, exactly. And Tyler Haynes is going to throw in my mind, the ball has to be in the hands of Emory Knox. He's had a solid night with 13 points, but he's going to get it into Martin. The press is going to back off. Now it's in the hands of Knox. Knox, screened by Williams, picked up by McDonald. Only 8 seconds, 7 seconds left on the clock. Knox, drive, is fouled! And he's going to head to the free throw line to potentially tie this game.
There are no timeouts remaining for Henderson State either, so if Emory Knox can make these two, Henderson State will have to go all the way up the floor in 4.4 seconds.
4.4 seconds. But Emory Knox has to make these two free throws. These are the two biggest free throws for him on the season, possibly the two biggest free throws of his life, as both of these teams are still playing for postseason action. Knox, first free throw is up and good. Calm and composed under pressure is the junior guard from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Emory Knox. He's got 14. Here comes the second free throw. It's up, and it is good. We are all tied up at 79, but they got to get the ball down the court. Here's Davis. Backs up against... Oh, it was almost in for the buzzer beater. Oh, my goodness, that was so close. Wow, Malik Davis, his three-point shot just rims out.
That's the right man to step up there. Davis has had the hot hand all night long,
Unfortunately for him, it's just not going to pan out this time, and we've got free basketball coming up at the Duke Wells Center.
Yes, we have overtime basketball, and even better, overtime battle of the Ravine basketball. Here in enemy territory, we're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned for the overtime period here on the Washita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Injured can be a stressful and overwhelming experience.
And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way.
As your dedicated legal team, we'll stand by your side when you're being ignored.
We'll be on your side to fight for the compensation you deserve.
Don't let the insurance companies intimidate you. Let us go to work for you.
Call us today and let us help you get back on the road to recovery.
On your side, by your side. When you've been injured, we're here for you.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Overtime battle of the Ravine basketball here at the Duke Wells Center on the campus of Henderson State University. What a game we are witnessing here tonight as Thomas Miholcic and Tyler Haynes are set to tip it away, and Henderson's going to win the tip.
Well, 40 minutes wasn't enough time to decide a victor. It went right down to the wire. We'll see if this extra 5 minutes can provide us with the clear winner.
Here's Malik Davis off a screen by Miholcic. Here's Patterson. Shot is no good inside. Emory Knox flying ahead. MJ Leslie, layup is good, up and in. Nice fast break work by the Tigers. And now we have our first points of the overtime period.
Leslie leading the charge in scoring tonight for the Tigers with 18.
Here's Malik Davis, who missed the potential game-winning shot heading into overtime, and Tyler Haynes with the steal. Could see a big dunk right here, and he's going to take the layup. I think he slipped on a wet spot down there. We've had a lot of problems with that so far today. Here's Malik Davis with 3:52 left to play. Miholcic to Patterson, guarded by Leslie. Patterson driving on Leslie, stops, gets it up to Farmer, swings it to King. King for three, no good. Reggie Martin saves for the the defensive rebound, and Emory Knox has it now with 3:25 left to play in this overtime period. Here's Leslie to Martin. Martin gonna drive. Shot is no good. He's trying to get his own miss, but he can't get it, and now Zion Patterson has it.
And Miholcic once again favoring that right knee. It looks like he's calling to the bench to have a substitution come in.
And Zion Patterson's going to head to the free throw line as he was fouled by MJ Leslie. That's just his second personal. Yeah, Miholcic is going to check out. KJ Stewart is going to check back in for the Reddies. But Zion Patterson has 14 points on the night. He's going to shoot 2 free throws. The 67.6% free throw shooter. The senior from Crossett, Arkansas. Misses the first free throw. A huge miss for the Reddies as they are down 4 here on their home court. Patterson could make this a one-possession game, and he cannot. Both free throws are no good, and now the Tigers have it. Here's Knox.
You could hear the collective groan from the crowd here at Duke Wells Center after those 2 misses. In a game that so far has been extended by clutch free throws, you have to think that the line will also prove to be a factor here in the overtime period.
Here's Haynes up top. MJ Leslie, that 3 is blocked, and it's going to be King with the rebound. Here's Malik Davis. Thought about the three, looking for a teammate. He gets it back in the corner. He's driving, helped by Taryn Williams. Breaks up the play for a second. Davis gets it to King in the corner. King's going to shoot a three. That one's not going to happen. MJ Leslie with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled by Clarence King. Both diving for that one, and MJ Leslie, I think, did just a little bit of acting there, but it was enough to get the officials' attention, and now MJ Leslie is going to have a chance to shoot 2 free throws.
MJ Leslie at the line to shoot the double bonus.
MJ Leslie, second on the team in points in this matchup with 18. The junior guard from Little Elm, Texas. His first free throw is good. Now he's tied with Tyler Haynes for the most points on the night with 19. And Miholcic just checked back in, and KJ Stewart's going to check back out for the Reddies.
Looks like they're trying to give him just a little bit of time to rest up that knee, but Miholcic, such a commanding presence in the paint. You want to have him there as a rim protector and as a post player on the offensive side.
And Leslie is 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Malik Davis has it now as Ouachita's going to send a little bit of a press. Here's Knox on King. Back to Davis. Screen by Farmer. Farmer to Patterson. Davis, screen by Miholcic. Knox gets up over it. Davis, that's going to be a foul off on the floor. Shot will not count.
That was number 5, Taryn Williams.
That's going to be on Taryn Williams. That's his 4th personal.
Williams, one of the players that has double digits. He'll have to be careful down the stretch. If Davis can record at least 1 free throw here, that would be the first point of the overtime period. The Tigers have held the Reddies scoreless through the first 3 minutes of OT.
Well, we'll see if that happens. Davis' first free throw is up and rattles in. KJ Stewart's going to check back in. Seemed like Miholcic's going to come in on every ready possession they can get, and Stewart's going to come in on every defensive possession. Davis's second free throw is up, and it is in. Reddies trail by just 4 with just under 2 minutes to go in this overtime period. Knox has it to Leslie. The Tigers know how to play overtime basketball. It's their last game, ended in overtime, even though it was an overtime loss. Emery Knox going baseline is out of bounds, and that's a Tiger turnover. He's trying to delegate with the official that he was fouled, as Miholcic is going to check back in for the Reddies. Here's Davis to King. Davis. Here's Farmer at the GAC logo, gets it to King. Patterson, guarded by Knox. Patterson to King. King driving left against Leslie. Shot will not count. It will be on the floor. And this Henderson fan base, the Henderson faithful, not happy with that call. King's first free throw is up and no good. That's a big miss. Henderson State trails by 4. KJ Stewart going to check back in for the Reddies.
Again, they're trying to maintain Tomislav Miholcic, make sure that that knee holds up down the stretch.
King's second free throw is good. He is 1 of 2 from the free throw line that time, and now the Reddies are down by just 3. Emery Knox has it. Here's Patterson. Leslie. Guarded by Davis. Here's Knox. Knox driving, kicking to Williams. Williams is going to back it up. Still has a lot of time on the shot clock. Martin loses the dribble, gets it back. Just 7 seconds on the shot clock. Knox got to do something with it. Leslie for three, pump fake, three, it's good! MJ Leslie with the potential dagger. Washita with a 6-point lead.
You gotta be careful, Chris. This is Battle of the Ravine, and there are still 49 seconds left on the clock.
I said potential dagger. Potential. Not guaranteed, but potential.
I'm just trying to make sure we avoid that dreaded announcer's jinx.
It won't be. If I said that was guaranteed dagger or that was over, that would be the jinx. But anyway, we're going to take a very quick break. Just stay tuned for the remaining 49 seconds of this overtime period on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
Adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit AdoptUS.
Visit the Washita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Washita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Washita campus store. Go Tigers.
This has been a game so far. I'm Chris Gay, joined by Chase Hartzell, and this is another classic edition of Battle of the Ravine basketball. Washita with a 6-point lead over the Reddies here at Duke Wells Center with just 43 seconds left to go in the overtime period. Henderson has it. Chase Farmer drives, and he's going to be fouled. I think they're going to call it on Knox. Yes, they will. That will just be his third personal foul. But Chase Farmer is going to head to the free throw line.
Chase Farmer will be line for 2 shots.
This will be Farmer's first free throw attempts of the night.
Farmer, it's been a relatively quiet night, only 2 points, but he has contributed in other ways, especially on the defensive end of the ball.
Farmer's first free throw is up and good. He is a 79% free throw shooter. Definitely a guy they want shooting free throws down late. KJ Stewart's going to come back in for Miholcic. Again, just giving a little bit of rest to Miholcic, and Reese Hipp is actually going to come back, or well, is set to come back in the game. There's a problem with his substitution. Coach Nutt not happy. The official waving Nutt off, and now Reese Hipp is going to check in for the Reddies. Malik Davis is going to take a breather. I see why. Davis has 4 personal fouls. Now Washita does not have a timeout, and it's going to be a foul on Chase Farmer. MJ Leslie was falling down, and Farmer kind of pushed him a little bit. And now Leslie's going to shoot some free throws. He leads all scorers with 23 points, trying to make it 24 and 25. But Malik Davis is set to come back in along with Miholcic. Davis does have 4 fouls, so keeping him out for defensive possessions is important. Leslie's first free throw is up, and it rolls on in. Washita with a 5-point lead. Hipp and Stewart check out.
Miholcic and Davis are back in. Look for Davis to have the ball in his hands down the stretch, with the Tigers now leading by 5, potentially 6. Case in point, they're going to want to go to Davis.
6-point lead by Washita. 25 points for MJ Leslie as Zion Patterson has the ball for the Reddies. Now it's Malik Davis, guarded by Knox. Back to Patterson. Off-ball movement, trying to get Davis open. Davis cut off by Knox. Step back 3, not going to happen. Haynes with the rebound. Up ahead, MJ Leslie just going to take the uncontested layup, and it's going to push this lead to 8 with just 10 seconds remaining. Clarence King's going to shoot a 3. And he was fouled on the three-point attempt by MJ Leslie. That's going to be Leslie's fourth personal foul. Clarence King's going to head to the free throw line for 3 foul shots. Malik Davis still beating himself up over that last missed three, which led to the run out attempt by Ouachita, stretching this lead out. Now the first free throw is good by King.
And you hate to see this from Malik Davis, because although Davis has missed some shots down the stretch in this game, if it weren't for his elite shooting from deep earlier in this contest, the Reddies would not be in the position that they are right now. This game would have been over a long time ago. Davis with a valiant fight tonight for the Reddies.
Yep, 20 points for Malik Davis. The senior from St. Louis, Missouri, has definitely put on a performance, and that is going to do it. And that is going to be a Tiger victory and a season sweep for men's basketball over Henderson State. And the first road win of the season for the Tigers. This is huge for them when it comes to their postseason aspirations.
Well, you look at these two teams, even though they're towards the bottom of the conference, they're both jockeying for the same positions at the bottom of the tournament qualifying spots. This gives you the automatic head-to-head advantage over the team. And then you're also looking at a matter of, you're just bolstering your own resume and your own win total to keep trying to leapfrog.
But what a performance by the Tigers. It seemed like in a lot of moments that the Reddies were going to run away with it, but nope, the Tigers came roaring back thanks to 27 points from MJ Leslie. Came up big in the second half and overtime period from the free throw line.
MJ Leslie with a big game tonight, but we've also got to remember Emory Knox's free throws to send this game to overtime. He had a large impact in the Tigers' first win over the Reddies this year, and it's because of his free throws down the stretch that the Tigers proved victorious once again, this time taking the W in enemy territory at the Duke Wells Center.
Exactly right. He had the tying free throws at 79, and on the night he had 15 points and 8 assists. That 8 assists for Emory Knox will be a new career high for the point guard. Ouachita with a 92-87 point victory. We'll hear from Coach Nutt here in a little while, but let's take a look at some of the final statistics. Of course, MJ Leslie led all scorers with 27. 19 points came from Tyler Haynes. Of course, 15 from Emory Knox, 12 from Taryn Williams, and 10 from Reggie Martin. And then for the Reddies, 20 points from Malik Davis, a fantastic performance from the senior guard. 19 points from Clarence King, 10 of those came from the free throw line. 17 from Tomislav Miholcic, who played 37 minutes tonight, second most on the team, battling that sore knee. He also grabbed 7 rebounds and made all 7 of his field goals. 14 points for Zion Patterson, who was also battling injuries of his own, and 11 points for Tim McDonald.
And credit the Reddies. In the first half, they had 10 turnovers as a team. Chris, across the second half, in the overtime period, that's 25 minutes. They cut that number in half for that combined number of time. They only had 5 turnovers. In that same span, Ouachita committed 10 turnovers. So the Reddies got a lot of pressure, especially early in the half. However, Ouachita was able to finally shake off that pressure, and that's a key reason why the Tigers came away with a W, and it's a key reason why you're going to have a lot of positive things to talk about with head coach Dennis Nutt here in just a moment.
Yep, here is Coach Nutt in just a second. But what a victory here at the Duke Wells Center. Well, Coach Nutt, congratulations on the massive victory. First of all, this is the team's first road win of the season. I know finally can get that off your chest. How does this feel for you and your team?
I feel special. The guys were very excited in the locker room, and for good reason. They played extremely hard. and I told them I thought we have to get off on that overtime on a positive note. And that first possession was really good. Got their first score. Usually the guys that scored first are going to win that overtime, so we did that. Just proud of them. They played hard all night.
Well, Tomislav Miholčík was, has always been a guy that's given every team in the conference some problems, and again, but I noticed in the first half he was really effective, but in the second half, what were some of the adjustments that y'all did to try to keep him from scoring even more?
Well, he still got a few there in the second half, but I think it's probably more on them. They kind of went more to Davis. Of course, he was scoring at a pretty high level as well. We made some mistakes defensively in the second half, but we bent a little bit, but we didn't break, and I love that. The guys kind of dug down deep and got us a stop when we needed it, and made some free throws. So that's important. Good win for us.
Well, Coach, I won't keep you much longer, but 27 points from MJ Leslie. He didn't play a lot at the beginning of the second half, but put him in towards the end of the second half and in the overtime period, and he came up big for you guys.
He really did. I didn't realize 27 was pretty quiet, 27, but he hit some big ones and kind of gave that lead to us that we really needed. So proud of him, and again, all of them defensively really did a lot of good things for us.
Well, Emery Knox had those 2 big free throws to tie the game up, and how big is that, knowing that you can trust a player of that caliber in crucial moments like that?
Yeah, it's good. Emery's shot the free throw pretty well all year. He's real close to 90%. And don't forget he had 2 right before that to get us even closer, get us to the 2-point deficit. But great team win. The guys are so excited. So now we got to go back home. We don't have many home games left, so we just got to keep fighting and try to find us a spot in this tournament.
So you don't even consider this a home game? You're 5 minutes away from campus.
Hey, we'll take it. We'll count it as a road win, but man, the guys, we had a great crowd too. I love that. They came over and supported us. So hats off to our fans.
Well, Coach, where does this rank on some of your all-time great Battle of the Ravine matchups?
It's up there because we struggled on the road this year, so this is a pretty special win, and the guys deserve it. They played hard all year, and we finally found a way to pull it out tonight.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win, and good luck Saturday.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Washita is victorious 92-87 here at the Duke Wells Center in the very special edition broadcast here, the first road broadcast for OSDN so far this year.
And what a special night it is for the Washita men's basketball team too. Chris, I don't know if you realize this, but this is the first time that Washita has swept a season series against Henderson since 2016. That was a pretty good year for the Tigers.
Yeah, it was.
It was the last time that the Tigers won the GAC championship. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself and say that the same thing's going to happen here, but you have to feel, with a win like this, especially going down the stretch, you have to be feeling good about that. And that's what the Tigers needed around this time last year. You hope that can propel them into a GAC tournament appearance down the road.
Well, we're going to go ahead and cut it off early here. Well, I say early. It's been a late night for all of us, but thank you for all of you tuning in to the Washita Sports Digital Network live from the Duke Wells Center at Henderson State. Thank you again. Have a good evening, and go Tigers.
Injured can be a stressful and overwhelming experience.
And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way.
As your dedicated legal team, we'll stand by your side when you're being ignored.
We'll be on your side to fight for the compensation you deserve.
Don't let the insurance companies intimidate you. Let us go to work for you.
Call us today and let us help you get back on the road to recovery.
On your side, by your side. When you've been injured, we're here for you.